pertains to relationships of all fronts, to be honest with you. I think there are relationships in here that have gone the distance. I think there's new relationships in here. I think there's friendships that are challenged due to things you may find out about, you know, one of your friends here, that they may have been working against you, or trying to date the same person, or your partner, or your spouse, or something like that, I feel is going on here too. But for some of you, I think that you get the wish that you've been wishing for, okay, with a relationship. All right, now let's go through the cards, because this was a crazy throw. Cards were popping out all over the place. I've got to take what comes out, but that Four of Swords there, I'm not quite sure where that belongs, but it's very prevalent the more that I started to feel this reading. Okay, we come in with the Nine of Coins, crossed by the Ten of Wands. Okay, we're anchored in the Six of Cups. In our past, we've got the Two of Wands. We're crowned with the Ten of Cups. Okay, the next 6 months to a year, we've got, and I'm reading current energy. This is for a day, but it cannot, you know, it's possible it doesn't show up right now. We're in the middle of a lot. So if this doesn't pertain to you now, it will in a bit, okay? Now our overall energy coming in, we've got the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, the Lover's card, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, now again, we've got the Ace of Cups coming up 6 months to a year. Keep in mind that Two of Wands from the past, this is the same timeline. So I think that whatever it is that you're thinking about going through, going to experience, it's all in here. And I think it's really about choices and kind of the amount of longevity you're really looking at, the relationships that are in your life, okay? We come in with how you see things. Your self-image here is the King of Coins. These aren't gender specific, okay? Your reputation in the world, how other people see you, is the High Priestess, okay? Now again, 2 cards fell out for, and it's funny because there are 2 pages here, and they're right next to that Ace of Cups, which are, those are all seeds, right? So we've got the Page of Wands, the Page of Coins, and we've got the Page of Swords. Okay, now on the Outbound, we've got the Four of Coins, the World card, and the Seven of Swords. What I want to say first off, with the 2 pages there, I feel that those are, I think that you may want to, I think that someone may have been leading you on. I think that, you know, maybe a friend is going for the same person you are, or someone that is your friend, you thought maybe it could go somewhere different, a little more towards the love department, and it's not. Someone I think is playing games there, I want to say, for some of you, okay? Others of you, I think that you could possibly get some kind of promotion at work. If this isn't in reference to a relationship for you, it's in reference to, I know some of you are waiting on promotions. That could possibly be it. And it's 2 sides, you know, it's the same coin, 2 different sides. So you may get a job somewhere else that, you know, you get the promotion that you want. Because I skipped our T cards, and I apologize for that. Our T cards are, if you give happiness to others, we will end up happy. And that's true. It doesn't necessarily mean, though, guys, that we're going to get it from the person or the experience that we're directing it to. It may show up, and I have a feeling for some of you, it shows up here not only in another relationship, but in other jobs, too, in other places. You may move and meet someone. I have a feeling for some of you, it plays out in that way, where you're like, wow, I have a new job, a new house, a new relationship. Holy cow. You know, it may be something like that. And the other T card is live light, travel light, spread the light, be the light. They all are very much together. And whether you believe that or not, it's very true, right? Life should be light. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be made to be so heavy, right? Now, I think for some of you, if you're looking to get pregnant or not, I think you may find out that you are. Or I think if you've been having a hard time in that department, you may find out that you, you, you are able to get pregnant now, okay? Again, not a doctor. I also think for some of you, you gain something here. I think there's tangibles here. There's money gains here, okay? For some of you, and this is gender specific because there is a blonde woman here, okay? I think it's someone who's got really magnetic personality. I, for some reason, think it's that Queen of Wands, but to me, the Queen of Wands, the fire person, she's not a light featured person, but I think that this could be someone with light features that just has a really great personality, right? Really magnetic and a great person, a great friend. This is someone who, too, would get married later in life. They get their finances straight earlier in life. They may have been already married one time, but this is someone who's got their craft together later in life, and I think that that's wonderful. That'd be a great combination, considering you're showing up here as the King of Coins, okay? Now, what I want to say, too, is that the 9 of Coins coming in here and the 10, that may be a relationship that's really had to go through a lot of stuff, right? The 9 is isolation. There may have been a separation. There may have been unwarranted jealousies. There may have been something like that. But with that 10 of Wands, looking right at that Ace of Cups, that relationship is better after that. So that's not a dissipating relationship, okay? What I want to say, though, too, is with the 2 of Wands there and the 6 of Cups, you want to make sure that the decisions that you're making, you're not stepping into something that's pretty much exactly what you want to make sure, because the 8 of Cups on the outbound next to the Lover card, the 9 of Swords, you want to make sure that you're not walking away from something that you may just be going through something personally, and you're putting something onto someone else to try to make you happy, and it's your issue that you're going through. So you're going to blow through a marriage or a relationship only to temporarily make yourself feel good, but you're going to realize that it didn't solve the problem. You're right back at square one, only you may now have a lot of carnage in your wake, okay? Because I always want to point this out with this card. Look at there, you know, things are lovely and things are great, and you've got the 10 of Cups, right, coining on the top of your reading here, but everything is lovely in this picture, but look at the person in the back who's being, you know, whatever reason, there's someone in your surroundings or something in your surroundings that you need to pay attention to. You know what I mean? Because I think that someone is really feeling neglected here. And with that 10 of Cups, it's like, yeah, things are great. It's happiness now, don't get me wrong, and enjoy it for now. But it doesn't mean that everyone is happy. You know what I mean? So take a head count, look at the people in your family and your surroundings, and make sure that everyone is in this equation here, and that you're not leaving certain people out, right? When you spread happiness, what was that? When you spread happiness, happiness comes in. Something like that, RT card. Okay, but with that 4 of Swords there, I want to say our outbound cards are the 7 of Swords and that 4 of Swords. That may be someone taking ill. I'm not a doctor again, but I've got to put it out here. It could be someone taking ill where you realize, wow, my priorities really need to get on track here, and they need to be with the people in my surroundings, because, you know, things can happen in the flip of a dime here. It could be something like that. Or it may be you needing to shift your priorities just a little bit, right? Maybe something like that. The World card is a cyclical change, right? So something is changing here. Something is changing for the better, though. If there's been, like I say, this ease somewhere, the World card is the end of that. It's cyclical, okay? And that 4 of Coins up on the top, that can be, you know, being more discerning about priorities. What are the things you keep? What are the things you let go, right? I think this all has to do with really your priorities and where they are, and how valuable are the people in your lives. And if they're not, I think that you're cutting some people out, bringing new people in. But I think you're making choices here to make your life better. You know what I mean? The Ace of Cups is a walking away from something. You know, it's next to the Lover card and the Nine of Swords. That's a card that with the Emperor there too. That's got sustainability, but you know, is it past the expiration date? Is it something that um, you know, the Eight of Cups is what is it? You know, it's wanting more. It's the end of something. It's like the distance that something can go. For some of you, for others of you, you need to really look at that Nine of Swords because you've got, you know, the Nine is the realization of something. It's not an easy card. With the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Swords, that can quite possibly be someone being ill for sure. Okay, a loved one being ill, and you may need to make decisions around that. It may shift priorities for you. You know what I mean? Things in your household may shift. But either way, I think people are feeling left out. You need to really reassess, though, the choices that you're making. I think for some of you, new relationships are coming in. For some of you, you're disappointed in relationships. For others of you, you've got friends that really aren't friends. I think for some of you, you've got disappointments in marriage, yes. And for some of you, I really think there are new weddings coming up in here. I do not feel right now that you are aware of that, but I do feel that you may sense it, but it is coming up, okay? For some of you that aren't getting married, there are new relationships in here. I feel that too. I just don't see them. I see the Ace of Cups, but I don't feel that this new relationship has taken form yet. It may be someone who's just a friend, okay? But for others of you, you've got friends in here that aren't really friends, and I think you're going to figure that out very soon, that these people are working against you. You know, that's a crappy thing for me to have to say, but it sits in here. I have a feeling with those two pages that someone is like, someone is about to cross the line, and that's not a really good thing. Those aren't friends, right? For others of you, I think that you've got some competitive things that you're dealing with at work, but I think that if you keep with it, don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. If you keep with it, you'll overcome that, and you'll do well with that. Okay. Again, I think that Ten of Wands for some of you is work related, and I think that you get help in there to solve that problem. Okay. Don't multitask. For some of you, I'm hearing that very loud. Focus on one thing. Don't multitask. Concentrate one thing at a time. Don't scatter your energy here, okay? There, I feel too, is a female person in here. I think this is a different person, okay? I think this is someone who is a talker for sure. I don't feel it's that Queen of Swords. I think there's another person in here. I think that they may be someone, again, I feel like there's like people that you lived by or your neighbors, or I think it's people that you lived by. You know, maybe you cross paths in an odd place with someone that you lived by, like you were neighbors growing up and you're like, wow, you live here and you're in totally different countries or something like that. So I think those kind of relationships come into play here too. Okay. Let me look really quick. Legal matters. I think those are in your favor as well, if you've got anything going on there. I think this may be something in reference to business, though. So if you're a lawyer or something like that, and you've got a case that's just running you to the gamut here, I think that you make headway on that. For some of you, I think there is a very dark male in here. Dark features, like dark eyes, dark hair, just dark features. I think that they bring you good news. I think that this may be a friend of yours, though. Again, it has to do with that Page of Coins. I don't know why I'm getting that from that, but it may be one of your friends that says to you, hey, you know, this other person really isn't your friend, and this is what's been going on. Someone may spill the beans on someone else. That's for a small majority of you. For the rest of you, I think you're really restructuring things in your life, okay? I hope that this reading helped you in some way. If you guys check out my website, I'm running a February special. It's a quick lover's throw. It's just for February though, so if this pertained to you in one of the 1,000 ways that I explained it, take advantage of that. It's only going to last for February, and I'm only doing it because I've been so busy. I haven't been able to post, so I thought I would give you something back. Okay, so there you go. Okay, have a wonderful weekend. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. For the most part, I'm caught up. I revamped my website. Check that out. Price variances, different things like that. So have a wonderful weekend. Okay, if you need a private reading, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, thank you so much.